So when Hatsumi taught us the concepts from the Hichi Buko Goshin Jutsu school, they were basically preservation or self-defense of the self, which is not self-defense. So although it's martial in its origin, it was us evolving as human beings, be able to preserve ourselves. One of the stories that Hatsumi said about ninjutsu was that ninjutsu was like the moon. It's always there, but sometimes it is obscured by the clouds. And he said way back in 1986 that this was its time again to shine. You know, this was a new kind of warfare. He described it as being urban warfare. So there was a different kind of tactic needed for survival on the streets, or survival of ourselves. You know, in ancient times we could drink from puddles. Now our immune system is so weak that we can't do that. And now we get a virus that's wiping out half the world. You know, do we need to be stronger, or is we adapt, and so do viruses. And this virus has adapted around us, trying to use antibiotics and anti-inflammatories instead of our foods as medicine, our movement as medicine, our mind as a medicine, which is body-mind integration medicine. That's what I feel is important, and I don't think people understand this to the level that we need to. That what we think can manifest as a health, what we do as a movement can manifest as a health, but not sweating in a gym, not running down a street. It's about movement being life, and motion being life. And everything in our bodies is tidal. All the fluids in our bodies are tidal. We don't even understand those fluctuations. We're not earthed anymore. We've got rubber between our feet and concrete. You know, we need to earth ourselves. We need to drink the right kind of water that gives us life. All those kind of things are really important in these times. As he stated, you can't drink out of puddles anymore. We don't walk on the earth that's got a sort of a natural height of magnetism. The air's different. We've got all these frequencies coming through our houses. That's what we need to protect ourselves about. So people come into here and they think that I'm quite odd because I have things that interrupt EMF flows and electromagnetic frequency flows. I drink water that's spun back to its normal natural wellness. I've got these lamps around which produce ionisation in the air. I sleep on a blanket that earths me. I'd like to sleep on the ground all of the time. But these simple measures, rubbing lymphatics, helps the body flush out of organs. It's an auxiliary pump. As we move properly, that's an auxiliary pump for organs as well. It's not just exercise for getting big muscles. All of these things are really important for preserving ourselves and making us strong, so that you know, a germ like that would be bounced off. We will recover. Some people will recover, but some people won't recover. And I don't feel enough people have the inner strengths and the immune systems, our immunological systems in the body. We need probiotics from the right foods to do that. If you can't get those foods, we need to supplement them. People are non-understanding this. Antibiotics wipe them out totally. You know, in different countries, if you get a course of antibiotics, you get a course of probiotics to balance it afterwards. In this country, we're not told those facts. We're not rubbing lymphatics. We're not breathing properly. We're not in a right mental state. There's so much mental illness now, and people are allowed to talk about it. But if we meditated more, if we programmed ourselves more, you know, people like in NLP, you've got Richard Bandler teaching people how to change lives. We've got to be positive. You've got to think out the box. We've got to evolve, and we will evolve. But have you got a plan to evolve? That's what I'm talking about. Have you got an actual plan that on a daily basis, secluded in your house for the next 3 months, what is your plan for staying mentally alert, for not getting bored, for moving, not being able to run up a hill? What exercise will you do in a confined space? These are the sort of things. Charles Atlas watched a lion, sorry, I think it was in London Zoo, doing is basically, it's calisthenics as we call it now. And when you let the tiger or the lion out of the cage, it's still ready to run in the jungle, but it didn't have a jungle to train in. This is all self-preservation.